prosperity, relational prosperity speaks of having a successful and healthy marriage. And there's no perfect marriage anywhere. It's all imperfect people coming together just to share their union, and continuously they keep trusting each other for the best outcomes. So trust and mutual respect in friendships. It's even safer to marry your friend. Someone you call your friend. And before you start all these relationships that people are always jumping into, before you get into marriage, make sure you start with friendship. Start with friends. I know when things go south, they kick you to the friend zone, but start from that friend zone. Start and build it up. Whatever that happens, maybe in the future, this friendship of a thing will now develop into a marriage relationship. That's good. If it doesn't, who cares? The main thing is that you have a friend that you can share with, and both of you can support each other. So healthy community involvement. Of course, you just have to have a kind of involvement in your community. It's part of that prosperity. Forgiveness and reconciliation. When people offend you, forgive them. It all speaks about prosperity. That is living a prosperous life. Forgiving people, not holding grudges, having reconciliations, and so on and so forth. Peace and unity in relationship. Always prefer, be the peaceful one. Be the one that brings the peace. How it is gained. Love, patience, forgiveness, humility. These are scriptural things. These are spiritual byproducts of spiritual prosperity. So all these prosperities are all intertwined and locked together. Clear communication, serving others, healthy boundaries, unity through shared values, and faith. Faith has to be there. And then biblical example, that of what happened between Ruth and Naomi, the model of loyalty and love. If you're going to have this relational, social prosperity, you're going to have loyalty. You don't want to have friends that are not loyal. You just have to, and you that is a friend to somebody else, you have to be loyal as well. And then you see the early church, Acts chapter 2, verse 42 to 47, shared everything in common, had fellowship, and lived in unity. Oh my goodness. Let me just read that. Acts chapter 2, verse 42. And they continued steadfast in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread, and in prayers.